Hand me that hitch pin. Hand it to me. That backup beep is a little bit annoying. All right, well, good afternoon. Yeah, an afternoon start to a video, which, I mean, by the fact that we're already in a hayfield baling hay, probably assume it's afternoon. We can't get in the hayfield in the morning time around here typically with the dews we have, but yeah, Hurricane Creek Farms is actually out here helping Circle H Farms, which is my dad and my uncle, do a little square baling, making a little horse hay. What we've been doing this morning, Willis? What did we do this morning?
I've been playing.
When you turn and walk away from the camera, they can't hear you. Been playing baseball. They went 1-1 this morning, their first ever travel ball tournament. The girls are also playing a tournament today, so yeah, we've been well traveled. My wife and mother especially, they have now been at 2 different tournaments in 2 different states, and they're in Mississippi right now, still playing softball. But yeah, got my brother Drew on the rake, so we were just strategizing. We use that tractor to load. My Uncle Tim is running a square baler, but at some point we're not going to square bale every bit of it. There's some more hay back here behind the house, some more hay on another farm up the road. They're going to roll most of it. I don't know, if I was guessing, I wouldn't suspect we're planning on square baling more than maybe 300 or 400 bales. Who knows? Good hay, good hybrid Bermuda. And we've shown kind of this part of the operation before. We're out here once or twice a year doing this. Yeah, square baling, accumulating, grabbing it up. So yeah, still got the round baler part. At some point here, I'm gonna have to get on a tractor. Dad said he wants me doing the loading, which I'm like, thanks. I do that like once a year, but they don't do near as much square hay as they used to. So a lot of times it's not real. You need to be, by the time you've loaded 200 or 300 bales, you're kind of doing it nice and pretty and it looks good. And unfortunately for us, that's about all we're probably gonna do. And so I won't have a chance to really get back in good practice. But anyway, we're gonna see what they need to do. Nice weather, we're like in the upper 80s. Absolutely no rain. Appreciate y'all giving us the rain prayers. Of course, we don't want it, typical farmer, don't want it to rain right now, but hey, if we got a surprise shower like later on tonight, that'd be pretty cool. We do use the ground-driven accumulator. Works pretty well. You can run it in tandem behind the baler. We have done that in the past, but if things aren't running just super smooth, you know, it can slow down your baler quite a bit. If a bale man's having to get off and mess with the accumulator, and as you can see, you can run pretty good, and you kind of need to run a little bit of ground speed to make it work just right. Put it on the back of those smaller tractors. Well, if you do have to get on and off, it's not quite as much of a chore, but yeah, we'll see what we can get going. Hey, I will take this, since I'm out here with my dad and my uncle. I know a lot of you do listen to the podcast. This past week, just yesterday, our 200th episode of Talk Dirt to Me dropped. It's been doing it almost 4 years, and finally got those two, my dad and my uncle, on as guests. Talked about a lot of their family history, and going all the way back to when Hankses first came to North America, and then how they grew up farming, their dad and their uncle's operation, how they, you know, done a little bit of everything from raising quail to little cotton way back in the day to, you know, primarily cattle and hay, and where now they've transitioned to mostly row crop. But pretty cool. It was neat. Heck, I learned some stuff about our family history that I didn't know, but I encourage y'all to check that out. Talk Dirt to Me, anywhere you listen to a podcast, including right here on YouTube or Rumble. I'm kind of in a unique position where I'm not really doing anything. I can just sit here and film and talk. It's kind of nice, but I know some of y'all think I talk too much anyway, so yeah, whatever. It's my channel. But yeah, hybrid Bermuda, we, Dad and them, they've always, you know, they actually mess with very little mixed grass hay, which is the majority of what I do. You know, for cow hay, high quality Tifton 44 Bermuda has kind of been their thing just about my whole life. They, well, as they talked about a bunch on the podcast, used to, you know, it always had alfalfa up until, I don't know, sometime in the 80s. Alfalfa is just, well, great hay, but Bermuda's a lot more forgiving, a little easier to handle in terms of, you know, the way you can cut it, the way you can tether it, get it dried out. You're not worried about losing a leaf and all like you are on your alfalfa. But yeah, and this stuff right here makes really good high quality horse hay. We feed, of course, some alfalfa and then a bunch of Bermuda as well, which that actually reminds me. Kaylin told me that when we got home and we're getting the trailer, that I was supposed to throw a couple of flakes of hay to the show mares that are in the barn. I forgot to do that, so we'll do that later. Good news for me is I don't think she watches these videos, so. Uncle Tim there running the Squire baler. They've always been pretty partial to these red balers. That one's actually Case IH branded. I believe it's a Heston baler though. I don't know if Heston made it the Case name or Case bought it from Heston, something like that. They actually have another Squire baler, you know, that same style that is a Heston. At one time when they were doing a lot more hay, we would bale a lot of wheat straw too. Back when I was in high school, we would run them both sometimes, but their hay operation has gotten a little smaller, and we certainly do less of these small squares. And I can't even tell you the last time we actually messed with wheat straw. With commodity prices and such as they are, we hadn't really had wheat to bale in a while, and even some of our most immediate neighbors that we used to bale straw off of their wheat. Gosh, I mean, some of those guys either, well, some of them have passed away and aren't, you know, family's not farming anymore, and just, yeah. And I'm not even sure what the market is like for straw bales these days. Usually very popular for construction and whatnot, but yeah, our limiting factor on time is going to be the fact that the tractor we're raking with is also going to be the one we're going to put the grab on to use to stack the hay. So, I mean, raking goes pretty fast, but got to finish. I mean, he's about done with this field. Got a field of similar size behind the house, and then he's got to run up the road and rake. Before he then comes back here with that tractor, we'll drop the rake, put the grab on the front. So, but yeah, putting it in 8 bale packs. So. Doesn't take long to load a trailer, but yeah, that'll be, because otherwise, if we had another tractor here, you probably want to wait until they got some of this out of the way, but we can go ahead and be loading trailers as he's making those packs. But like I told Dad, I was like, heck, I could have brought one of mine. I don't know how they would have felt about having a Kubota out here with all these green tractors, but they could have gotten over it in the interest of time. But, well, we needed to bring a truck and a trailer. So unless I could have gotten Willis to drive the tractor, which I don't know what his mother would have thought about that. Your legs aren't quite long enough to reach the clutch, are they? Yeah. But anyway. Or to see over the steering column? Yeah, maybe not. We could have put a phone book. Do you even know what a phone book is? Yeah, I'm maybe showing a little bit of my age there. See, back in the old days, nobody had cell phones, you just had a house phone. And so you had to remember the 7 digits to dial. And so if you didn't know somebody's phone number, you got out the phone book, you looked up their name, and there was the number. But they were real thick books. And so when little kids needed to be sitting up taller, whether it was at the dinner table or maybe to drive a pickup if they were way too young to be driving, or a tractor, you could sit on a phone book. Uncle Tim decided to go ahead and get back on the other tractor, start round rolling that next field my brother's now raking in. So Willis and I took over the square baling. I think we're just going to square bale the rest of this field here. We should be, well, probably at 200 or a little better by now. It's going to be probably between 3 and 350, which is about between the 3 or 4 of us that needed a little bit of square hay that we want, and all we want to mess with getting picked up and hauled out of here today. So, yeah, their heat takes off. You can see on their round bales there, they're smart. They use that Bale Tough Freedom Net Wrap from agzaga.com, just like we do at Hurricane Creek Farms, and they use that discount code TALKDIRT20, take $20 off that $50 minimum order, and they ship that big bulky roll of net wrap, which that's not a roll of net wrap, obviously that's a roll of hay, but those big bulky rolls for free to your door. It's crazy. And of course they have a huge selection. They've got the big baler, so I believe theirs are, is it 72 inches wide, where ours is just 51, because we have a 4-foot wide bale, but 51 inches to get the cover edge. Yeah. I don't know if I got, Agzaga has it, I promise you. Whatever dimensions, whatever styles, whatever brands you want. While we're sitting here baling, we've got just a few minutes. Do need to give you an update on the little calf that we kind of left off with in the last video. Short version of it is the calf is no longer with us. Calf died. We got it up. I went back here and checked on it like an hour or two after I'd ended that last video. Clearly the calf was super weak. Got it to the barn. Actually got the mom up to the barn too. Tube fed it. But at that point, I knew the prognosis was very poor. It was just so weak. Calf was tiny. I mean, tiny, and I knew that right away. Which again, it goes back to we didn't know when that cow was actually bred, when she was due to calve. We were told they weren't going to start calving until September 1, which is right around the corner. So theoretically, that calf could have been near full term. But I think looking at that calf, how tiny it was probably significantly earlier than it should have been. And, we could second guess ourselves, hindsight 2020 kind of thing. Had I just got it up first thing that morning, gone ahead and tube fed it, would it have made it? I don't know. If it would have made it, then I would have kind of second guessed myself and said, well, I probably should have just left it out there with the mom. It would have been fine all along. I don't know. You do hate it. You hate to lose animals, period. You hate it whenever, cattle prices are where they are right now, especially. It's kind of a double whammy, but yeah, didn't want to leave y'all hanging on that. The mama cow is absolutely bonkers though. Like, good and calm out there in the pasture. Get her up there in the barn. I know one of my buddies would say she's claustrophobic because she is totally different once you shut that gate behind her. So we're gonna sell her like probably this next week. Got one other one we still need to sell too, so if I can get both of them caught. Our tentative plan on Wednesday is to go back to the sale barn, buy some more calves. We'll just haul them with us, get rid of them, trade a couple of cows for maybe another 15 or 20, steers or bull calves. Okay, got done square baling. Let's see what our final count was. Looky there. 301. We just break that one? Did we just break that one? So 300. So, because one broke. 300 on the nose. Right. That's it and that's all as far as the square hay. Well, we got 6 odd bales here that we're throwing back of the truck or on the back. Well, I might throw them on the back of Drew's trailer. He's got like I don't know how long his trailer is, maybe 16 foot. So he's only got, yeah, he's got some room on the back of his trailer behind that tailgate, or between the hay and the tailgate we can put them. But yeah, so I'm trying to think. I ran off from my house, grabbed the trailer, didn't grab any straps. I mean, we only went 4 high, but I'd really be crying if I had to stop and pick up a bunch of hay out of the road. So what I may do is see if drive a couple of these tractors on in, then, well, I may have some extra straps somewhere else. Otherwise, somebody give me a ride to my house, grab some straps, strap that down, so we don't risk losing it. But, yep, 300, I think actually 301 after we pulled one out of the baler. Square hay, I don't know how many round rolls. We just round rolled the outside pass here, like to do that. But they should be just about done. They, little small patch up the road, probably got done just about the same time. But we'll start getting things moved in, and I say get this hay put in the dry, but as has been the theme, there is no rain in the forecast. So, but of course, if we leave it outside, it'd be our luck. We'd catch a rain tonight, but it might be worth it. I don't know. What's the dollar value on 300 bales of hay? Like Bermuda, probably going for about $10 a bale these days, $3,000. Let's say if we got an inch of rain tonight, it'd be worth well more than $3,000 just to us, if not to the greater area as well. But yeah, no need to tempt it. All right, so finally made it home. Put out a roll of hay up there for those wean calves that are up in the barn, and that crazy cow, and then the one bull. But I'm probably gonna move those calves to the farm up the road here in another 3 or 4 days. That'll put them right at 2 weeks. They've been here at home. Cows back here at home, nobody else has calved. A few of them right in here. The rest of them back over there behind us. But yeah, been a full day. Got some horse hay put up. Yeah, got some ball games played. Hey, y'all got to win a championship tomorrow, don't you?
Do we get rings?
Do we get rings? I don't know. If y'all win tomorrow, there might be a tournament championship ring. We shall find out here in about, well, a little over 12 hours. But anyway, yeah, it's probably gonna just about wrap it up. Well, I'm not sure. Next video, we may be still moving some hay home because we need to move some round hay home. That's what we're gonna do if we weren't square baling that hay this afternoon. Need to do that. May get to tackle some of that tomorrow after we get done balling. Hauling some calves. May go to the sale barn. I don't know. It depends on. We'll call them, see what kind of run it looks like they're going to have, and if they're going to have a good many, then we're going to haul off at least one cull cow, maybe two. But we appreciate y'all watching. I don't want to ramble too much here at the end. Y'all know what to do. What you tell them, Willis?
Eat beef and God bless.
See y'all next time.